Alright, all I gotta do is punch go live and I'm good.
And
I've got the snazzy new thumbnail on.
this shows we're live.
Thanks for letting us borrow your mic.
Receiving your content. We're live! Yeah! Okay.
For anybody here, hold on.
Just so you all know, let's see, let's make sure we have sound. Hello, hello. Can you hear us? Oh, I'm right.
No! It's not cooperating.
Preferences. And mic is up. It says we have sound. Alright. You are live.
Oh, who's calling me from Arroyo Grande? But
I'm going live so I can see what our...
You can hear me?
Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you. And we have 5 people watching. Oh, there I
We got
am.
2 watching now.
I have. Make sure you mute all your devices so we don't have feedback.
Oh yeah. Alright. That's
Okay.
turned off.
Okay, good.
Oh, sorry, that's okay. Musical chairs. I warmed it for you. Thanks. Sort of.
Alright.
You have 7 people on call here so far.
Cool.
John, do you want to maybe get some wood
RV
on
Steve
standby or
Travel
something?
says, "Hey
We're on
guys."
standby, you got it.
Hey, Steve.
Hi Steve, can you hear us all right?
Can't hear you.
I am.
So I can't, I don't know how to get, I don't have anything to click on. John, I don't have anything to click on for yours either.
You want to scroll down your page? Oh no, you don't want to see it. It's so delayed, right?
It's live at the moment, you may have to refresh
There it
it.
goes.
Alright.
Is yours going?
No.
Do you want me to see if I can go to your channel? You've
We're
already
there.
gone live up there, right?
Yeah.
Just go to your channel,
We're there.
and it should
hang
be.
on.
Anyone who's watching, please bear with us for a second. We've never done 4 live.
4 live.
4 live at once. That's kind of cool, guys.
My camera's crooked.
Volume is good.
Volume's good?
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, for your mic, you got the good mic.
Oh, your
Yours
list.
is good.
Okay, you can hear
Ours
ours
is
too.
good.
You're switching
Can't
between.
see yours yet.
You're switching back and forth.
Between channels.
Cool.
I cannot get everyone in the shot. Nope.
If you want to, you can use that other
Use that
table,
little table, John.
You
and
guys are live.
readjust to where where you can get everyone.
And your volume's
Okay.
good too. I can't read the chat coming through. I can't,
My
I
bad.
can't connect to real
Hey, now I get
Steve Perry
everyone.
says, biggest fan, 1987. Oh, that's his name. Hi.
Biggest fan, 1985.
Yep, that's his YouTube name.
Awesome. There we go.
Do you still have good audio on?
Do you want
Hebard's travel.
the
All
piece
three
of wood
good.
holding
One's
up the
in
mic?
theirs.
As long as it's not moving, it should be okay.
John, it's good.
Alright, good. Awesome.
I didn't think so.
How's our
Put
picture?
in your body.
How's our picture quality?
Oh yeah, we have a great picture. Oh,
Thanks
it's
for
awesome.
bearing with us, everyone.
Wow.
Wow.
of work.
Look at all this.
That's kind of cool.
You'll probably want to look at your own
Look at your
camera.
camera. Or
Yeah.
something.
Why don't we
Well,
just
hello
do?
everybody else though.
Why don't we go around the campfire and introduce ourselves and our channels so all of our other viewers can find us?
That's a great idea.
Okay, who are you logged into?
Oh, we're still waiting on you guys.
Yeah, we don't have.
Okay.
I don't have this side.
But it's okay.
Oh, but we need to get you up so we can get your chat comments.
Yes.
So that's important. We'll hold on for you for a minute.
Are you logged in on your other Gmail or your current?
I thought I was logged in under opting out.
Oh, except we gotta get the
Are you on Facebook?
the network connection first.
But our network connection isn't. It's okay. We tried hers. We tried ours.
Did you try mine? I'm boosting on the Wii Boost right at the window.
Plug for Weeboost.
I can't check yours. It's not on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. We'll
For
get
anyone
you.
wondering, I have no Facebook at the moment.
Let's see if I get Andrew up here.
I was like,
And
where's
if
my
you want,
icon?
I can log you into my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we might need to do that. Hang on, let me. It's not bringing up any Wi-Fi.
Difficulties.
You guys can go ahead.
Pull on the road.
But you
We'll
said
figure-
you could see
I
see
could
their
see
lives.
theirs, but I can't see their comments.
Oh.
So how do I find live stuff on
Maybe
Facebook?
Gary
You
can
guys have a-
monitor
I'll share
their
it to my
Phone out
comments.
here?
My
Or
personal
are they
page.
both
You
over
want
there?
to-
Oh, I'm on your personal page. That's right.
Yeah, it'll
Pulling
show
on
up
the
now.
road.
Well, I can go to there.
Yeah, try.
Here's pulling on the road.
In the meantime, everyone, thanks for tuning in and watching us and watching us try to
We're struggling
deal
with
this
Yeah,
technological
watching us
mess.
struggle.
We're getting 6 different. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 different live streams up right now.
At
So
Yeah.
once, yeah.
we're sucking the bandwidth out of Sedona.
Take all of it.
Which is pretty good if you ask me.
So
seeing that we're
comments-
in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Comments
right.
may be a little bit delayed because of that.
Right.
Yeah.
We
The,
are
the
watching
other-
comments, so please leave us some comments. I see something.
Yes, we will try to respond real time with comments. Obviously, we can't all respond at once. We'll have to be taking turns.
Yep.
Is she bringing your jetpack closer?
No, we're going through my phone. We
Oh.
don't have a jetpack.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So,
Okay. Oh,
Did she
there
go
it
get
is.
her phone so she can try that for comments?
well,
That's
Oh,
Andrew.
there's
Sounds
audio.
good. Okay.
Which
Hey.
one is it? Oh.
We have audio. That's all that matters.
Yes, audio.
that one?
Do you? We also got to edge of the table. Do you want to adjust that?
Yeah.
Sound is good.
Yeah, it sounded just
Great.
fine. Yeah.
That's
I got, but
that's usually a problem.
I'm all the way up on volume, so it's a little quiet on his part, but for the most part, it's not too bad.
Okay, you're connected on my jetpack.
I have got my road mic.
For anyone who's wondering, the smoke always chases her.
Yeah.
The one who dislikes it the most.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, I always go after that person.
You just disconnected, I think.
Oh, good catch.
Not me, I hope.
Hold on.
Hope no one's seasick.
There.
Ronda Solas is beautiful area. It definitely is.
Oh, it is. We love it out here.
The first 3 days, not so much.
Oh, only had, what, 2 feet of rain?
Oh, there you go.
More like 2 inches.
It's starting to dry out.
It looked like 2 feet, though.
Yeah. And at that angle, you have everybody in view, too.
I know.
Not that angle.
Pulling on the road over on Facebook. It's a little comical at the moment. Hi,
Oh.
Harper.
All right, everybody's in it.
Yay!
Success.
No guarantees it's going to stay there.
Oh, we got
It's
like
refresh.
perfect.
we're
Perfectly
refreshing
cropped.
right now. We're trying to get you.
All right. Well, I think we're all good.
Yeah.
Can
You
you
guys
see
see
your
comments?
comments?
Yes. I don't have any yet, but maybe.
But maybe.
All right.
Well, hey, let's have somebody jump over to opting out of normal.
Or I think my daughter's watching. Danny, can you send me a message?
Send a message for him, please.
Someone tried calling me and screwed our feed up.
Yeah,
Telemarketer.
it's just,
You gotta
there
turn
we go.
down the volume.
There we go. You got a good picture now.
Oh, mine, we're still running.
We're all here.
You have
We're all in it. Leave us questions. I see
Okay.
people are
Hugo
watching.
says
Leave us some
everyone
questions.
sounds great.
Good. There is going to be a delay of some sort between whatever there is. So there may be some dead air, but there will be delays.
Yep.
So just so you know that we're not trying to. We're waiting for the messages to come through.
Yep.
So.
We're slow.
Let's introduce ourselves.
Yes, Andrew, let's start with you, man.
Maybe not, because
Oh.
my other half.
We'll start on this end.
Okay.
My other 2/3 just left.
So, I'm Justin. This is my wife, Stacy. We are opting out of normal. You can find us on all the social media as opting out of normal. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of them. Although Twitter, we did something, but
Yeah,
it's
not so much.
exactly.
I don't know what about Twitter.
Yeah.
I think it's our age.
Yeah. So,
How long you guys been on the road?
we've been on the road almost a year. March 9th was our anniversary date.
Congratulations. It's coming up pretty soon. 2 days after that's my birthday.
Oh.
Then we'll remember. So everybody, make sure you say happy birthday to Gary over here.
But more importantly, happy anniversary for them
And
because
yes.
it'll be a year on the night. So that's great. Good job, guys.
Well, I am John. This is my wife, Laura. We are Hebard's Travels. and we have been on the road for about a year and a half now.
Yep.
And we, I don't know. I kind of ran out of
We're on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
Yes.
All the good stuff.
Yes, all the big. Well,
Hebard travels.
she's not on Facebook at the moment because.
Well, technical difficulty.
Yes.
Right? Right?
Make sure everybody talks really loud. I know
Really loud.
you're all mic'd up. We're the only ones that's not mic'd up.
Oh,
Okay.
offline
We got
for
it.
some reason.
Well,
so.
when we talk, make sure you're facing the computer and talk to the computer.
Right.
All right.
Are you guys back on?
Well, I had to go back in, so hang on.
All right, you guys go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. Well, I'm Gary. This is Stacy, and we're Pauhana Travels. We've been on. We're part-time, full-timer, so we're not on the road all the time, but we're on the road probably 8 to 10 months of the year, if not a little bit more. And we've been traveling or living this lifestyle for about the last 2 to 2.5 years.
Yeah, since August of 16.
Yep. It's been great. Loving it. Awesome.
And you can find us
Oh, that's right.
on all social medias as you know, YouTube, Facebook. On Facebook, we also have a fan group page called Pauhana Ohana, and Instagram, Twitter, and soon Pinterest.
Ooh, Pinterest.
Yeah.
Oh, branching out.
Branching out a little.
Wow, good.
That's good. Hi, Andrew and Ricky. We are pulling on the road, and this is really the star of the show. We'll introduce her last. No, I'm kidding. This is Harper, and she just woke up from a nap, so bear with us. We're still on the struggle bus from that, but we've been on the road for, well, let's call it 4 months. So we are the newest to this lifestyle of this bunch. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I think that's it. So yeah, check us out.
Nice.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
All right.
So I guess this is the point. If you have any questions for any of us, type them down in the comments.
We're watching.
We're watching.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
And even if you're not watching one, or I know you all can't watch everybody's channel, but if you have a question for somebody else that you're not on that channel, you can still ask it, and we'll try to pass it on down the road. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
why don't we start off and you guys tell about the project you guys are working on?
Which one?
The one that's coming up in October.
That
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kind of a
Nomad.
good deal.
Nomad Fest. If you aren't aware, we are cast in the RV Nomad movie, and it will be premiered in Wellington, Texas, October 18th. Yep, 18th to the 21st, at a film festival called Nomad Fest. It'll be the first one of its kind. Tickets are still available. I think it's $110-ish. Gets you a parking spot at the campground, 2 meals.
The barbecue night and a ticket to the premiere.
Yeah. And Audrey Callahan and somebody else is going to be performing live.
Olivia from
Oh,
Driving
Olivia.
Vibin.
Yeah. Kyle and Olivia.
Kyle and Olivia.
I remembered half of it. That's good enough.
It'll be a really great time
It
for
will.
everybody involved. So if you guys are interested in convergences, definitely check it out. It'll probably be a pretty big one because they're increasing the numbers every time.
It sounds like there's a lot of big names there too.
Yeah.
Big name RVers that you guys might follow as well.
And if you're really into YouTube, there's a YouTube video contest. So
Yes, creator contest.
An award ceremony.
yeah.
Very
Yep.
cool.
So please check out Nomad Fest and RV Nomads. And
Should be a lot of fun.
Do you also want to go in what we're going to be doing here
Next
this
couple of
week?
days.
That we're all
Oh,
helping
that
you
project.
That's another one.
The
Yes.
refrigerator or the solar?
Oh, the positive one.
Yes.
Oh, you don't need to talk about that one.
No, go for it.
Oh,
That's you.
we are going to be installing 1,600 watts of solar, a pair of 45 amp MPPT charge controllers, a 3,000 watt Magnum hybrid inverter and charger, and 4 415 amp hour AGM batteries. It is a massive project, and Gary and Justin are going to be taking lead on the install because I'd probably burn the rig down if I tried.
You tried that a couple of
Well,
times.
from what I understand, it's already done that by itself almost.
I have not tried to burn
We've
it
been
down.
about this close to burning our rig down about 3 different occasions now. So
I've prevented it from burning down. But yeah, that's going to be fantastic. We'll be able to boondock even with our residential fridge, and hopefully never pull the generator out unless it's just really, really nasty. We have no stuff.
Okay.
So we really lucked out being with all these guys.
Justin has installed his own solar system on top of his.
Can you hear me better now?
1,400 watts. Justin, is that what it is?
I do have 1,400 watts. I have 175 watts.
Yep.
Boy, what's your background? How do you know how to install stuff?
Well, I did. Yeah,
YouTube. Watch YouTube.
Ask if they can hear us better.
Well, uncoil it first.
Well, I'm trying.
This is a last minute addition on Palhana. Can you guys hear us any better?
We've been told they can't hear us. So.
Ah. There we go. We need to get one of those.
Do you have an instant hot water tank? No.
So you just gotta buy a plane ticket.
Can they hear us better?
Okay, I asked a question. I haven't got any answers yet. Hi, Mom and Dad.
So, Justin, you were...
So, my background goes, I had 20 years as a construction mechanic in the Navy Seabees. And then
Thank you, Mom.
in the material handling industry, working
Better?
on forklifts,
Yeah.
Oh, just hold
internal combustion
Okay.
engines,
Lean into you.
electric forklifts, and pallet jacks. So I've got a little bit of electricity knowledge that way.
A little bit.
So a little bit.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
So the big picture is I've studied a lot and do a lot of research, and I find it fun. So.
Hi, Danny and Austin. They're going to camp a little late as the sun goes down tonight.
Always gotta.
Oh, no, not that.
Not them.
No, it's
Oh.
my daughter.
Danny and
Oh,
Austin.
They're online.
Didn't they see the no vacancy sign?
We just had another camper pull in. Oh no.
It'll be all right. There's space here.
So what
the
have
way
you with your solar install, Justin? What have you found most beneficial to you?
Well, the fact that I've had my panels up for just over 2 months, and I've had to run my generator twice.
That's fantastic.
Pass that down to him.
Oh, yeah.
That was in
Those
the
have to pass this to whoever.
There you go.
that was in the last 3 days. We've had some pretty cloudy days.
Yeah.
The most beneficial part is that I'm having a pretty good size solar array on the roof has definitely made a difference. Even during these cloudy days that we've had the last couple days here in Sedona,
Right.
I've still been able to recharge my battery bank fairly easy. So the big thing, keeping the batteries up above 70%. The second big thing that I found, if you're looking to boondock on a regular basis, you may not want to think about a residential refrigerator.
No. It's a power.
Well, yeah. If you want to do the, you pass that mic. We'll have to pass that mic back and forth a little bit. If you, sorry, this is like a last minute addition, but if you want to, ooh, good swing.
John almost took out the mic with fire. No big
Yeah,
deal.
if you want to try to tackle the residential refrigerator while boondocking, you're gonna need at least 1,000 watts of solar on your roof.
And that's just for...
And that's just to hit the refrigerator.
Yep, nothing else.
And that's not covering anything else. So
YouTube crash.
That's why I'm going with 1,800.
yeah, we're also going to upgrade our solar
16.
package here pretty soon too. Are we dead down?
No.
Okay. Oh, just your tablet.
My app did.
Okay.
Hi, Kevin.
Justin, I had a question come through asking how many watts you had on the roof of your roof.
I have 1,400 watts.
He said 1,400 watts on his roof.
And I have it. I'm pushing all 1,400 watts.
Yep, there he goes.
Oh. I've got 1,400 watts on my roof, and I've got them all being pushed through a Outback FlexMax 80 solar charge controller. The way I have them wired, I've got basically 4 sets of 2. So I'm pushing almost 40 volts down to the MPPT charge controller. That allows me to drop the amperage going down to the charge controller, and so I'm able to see some pretty good numbers going through. Ending up at my batteries. I'm averaging, without tilting the panels, I'm getting 30 to 40 amps.
That's great.
Yesterday with the full sun, I was seeing upwards of 60 amps going to the batteries.
That's
Boy, that
amazing.
sounds
So,
nice.
yeah.
Can't wait.
So it's, you know, goal being to get away from running a generator.
Right.
It's definitely beneficial to have the extra panels, and
No, us.
and of course the cost of panels is coming down. So
It is.
the once they get the battery situation worked out, where the cost of lithium comes down,
Yeah.
I think it's going to make it just that much easier to not have to worry about being attached to a pedestal.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So.
Pass it down. All right. Who's got the next question?
Does anybody have questions going on here?
Laura, do we have any?
Oh, it was one just for us.
If we miss
Okay.
any questions, relist them again.
Yeah. Please don't hesitate to type it out again.
I'm rebooting, so
Yeah,
it'll
we-
take a minute for us.
On Pauhana, we lost our iPad crashed real quick, so stand by on that.
People are asking where we are and if we're in Arizona.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we are in Arizona. We are in just outside of Sedona.
Yeah.
that way
About
Sedona's back
It's
there
over
behind
there.
us.
20 minutes southwest of it.
Yeah, about 20 minutes southwest of Sedona. Do we need to tell them where? Like,
Off of
can we
89A.
share the location?
Off of
How
89A.
closely?
It's a
Yeah.
Forest Service road
Off 89A
in the desert.
in the desert. Let's just call it that.
I don't
It's
have
very well known on Compendium,
Yeah.
In
campsites.net.
fact, they're listed. The pinpoint is pretty close.
It's pretty close to where
we're
we
at.
are. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, if you get on Campendium or freecampsites.net,
You'll find us.
You'll definitely find where we're at.
Right.
You know, you'll find a really nice camping spot. Although the Forest Service was nice enough to try to restrict the size of the place, you will find a lot of rock rings. You know, kind of cutting down. So, you know, just one.
And mud.
And there's currently there's a lot of mud.
Yes, dry.
But you know, it's just one more reason why, you know, you need to practice, you know, the tread lightly, you know, and you know, watch how much damage you're doing when you are out boondocking, because they will come out and they will restrict sites
And not drive on closed roads.
and not drive on closed roads.
And actually, we went through and any ruts that we made. So Justin and Stacy were parked in a pretty muddy area, and they actually repositioned themselves. And after they moved, we went back through and
This one's doing it
Rakes and
too.
shovels.
rakes and shovels and smoothed those ruts out, so they weren't nearly as noticeable.
I've got to do that after moving Andrew today.
Yeah,
We still have to
right.
smooth those
Well,
out.
do that. Yep. But it's just caring for your land, being good stewards for your land. And
Someone was asking if we felt the earthquake today.
Earthquake.
earthquake.
Supposedly there was an earthquake today, so if someone could elaborate with more information
You know,
about that.
know.
we spent, I see that. I'll get to it. We spent a good portion of the day driving around on dirt roads in a 1-ton truck.
So we felt an earthquake all day.
So we were feeling earthquakes all day.
Yes.
Other than that,
I haven't noticed of one. I don't know what time it was.
We have a question from Kevin. Justin will have to answer it. It's
any of you guys try running a CPAP machine off your inverter? How long does the battery last, and how many batteries do you have? Also, what size inverter do you have?
Oh boy.
Just
Uh,
for CPAP.
Just for CPAP.
It might be a question for Google. None of us have a CPAP.
We don't,
Yeah.
we don't use that product.
Nobody here currently has one. However, people do it. I've also heard there's a big push. There's a lot of manufacturers that make CPAP machines that are runnable
12
off of 12 volts.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And so I hear there's a lot of success with boondockers using the 12 volt versions. The problem that you run into running the 110 versions is that you have to convert your voltage from 12 volts up to 110, and then for the CPAPs, a lot of them will convert it back down to whatever voltage they use. So you just need to, there's a lot of inefficiencies there. Our setup, we have, for battery banks, we have 690 amp hours of lead acid batteries. It works out to 6 volt golf cart batteries. What we run are the Duracell batteries available from Batteries Plus. They weren't very expensive. Maintenance is definitely key. If you make sure that you take care of the batteries, make sure that they're hydrated, and if you can keep your battery bank from lowering beyond 80%, if you keep it between 70% and 80% is your lowest you go, it greatly enhances your life expectancy of the battery bank. Yeah. If you run it down to 50%, you're still going to end up with about 1,500 cycles. So, you're still talking about 3.5, 4 years. So, 3.5, 4 years with, I think our battery bank was $600 total.
It's not bad.
So, $600 every 4 years, that's not a bad expense.
Yep.
I've known.
And it lets you do this more easily.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I know people that trade out RVs more than once every 4 years.
Yeah.
So, a one-time investment of the batteries, not so bad.
Andrew, do you guys have any questions?
We did have a question asking if we were going to be home for one of our nephew's birthday parties. I asked Ricky to double check. I'm thinking it's a couple months out, right?
Yeah.
Likely, probably not, but not our fault. We just don't want to cross the Rockies until the weather allows us to. So we're not in a hurry to get back home. Sadly, we love you guys. We love you all. We're gonna see you when we get there, though. I'm sorry.
Well, and with Pullen on the road, what's your travel plans? What do you guys think about doing? Where are you going to go? What do you want to see? What's going on?
Well, right now our only future destination, I guess, is going to be Moab, and how we get there, where we go after that, it's all open-ended. So a lot of people asked us that question actually when we were hitting the road, and everybody always wants an answer because they always want to know where you're going to be at.
Yeah.
But the true fun and the true beauty of this lifestyle is sometimes not knowing. So we've gone to some pretty cool spots just because we haven't made plans. So.
I think Stacy can agree with that a lot. Sometimes on a move day, you guys are probably the same. Sometimes on a move day, we know what direction we're going. But we don't know where we're going to stop, and maybe at lunch we'll look at a map and deal with it. Yep. So being the nomad is kind of
not to move, so you stay another day.
Oh, we've done that. Yeah, we have all done that too. We've all done that too. So
we had an experience with that. It was when we'd been living in the rig for a few months. We were getting ready to hit the road, and I finished my degree, and we had a week until we were planning on leaving. We were just wrapping some things up, and Laura looks at me one night and goes, "Well, why don't we just leave tomorrow?"
We didn't have a reason to stay. Everything was pretty much all tied up.
Everything was done.
We were just sitting there for 6 more days. And we were like, let's just go.
Yeah,
Getting cold in Kansas. We were going to Florida.
Why not?
I couldn't really wrap my head around the fact that we could just pick up and leave. We didn't have to tell anyone. We didn't have to do anything. We could just leave. And that was our first experience with the freedom that this lifestyle gives us. And it was hard to describe.
Pause. Mental pause.
Yeah. It was something I'd never experienced before in life, that we could just pick up and go just go wherever you want, however far you want, and just live your life.
Right. Yeah, the nomad lifestyle is kind of nice.
Tracy's asking where Sophie is.
Sophie, go grab Sophie.
Oh, you don't need to grab. Okay.
She's in the window watching us.
She's loved.
Just for Tracy.
Yep, she's sitting there watching us.
Right. Let's see. What's the benefit of traveling in a group like this?
Oh man.
The help.
What's the benefit?
That's traveling
in a group like this.
Here,
when you have
Andrew.
Let's just start down the road. We'll just pass it on down. So.
Our favorite part of traveling with these guys or with anybody for that fact is just the fact of having people there, because as much as we love to say that we're completely self-reliant, we do need help sometimes. We received help from Justin, and Gary spectated, and we got some stuff installed on our rig.
I assisted.
Yeah, from the lawn chair. No, that's hands, right? Yeah, tool rentals. But that's definitely hands down the biggest part that I enjoy about camping with friends. It's just the fact that they're there, and then obviously stuff like this too. But I'll pass it along and let you guys go.
Did you hear the question?
No.
You didn't hear the question?
No.
You're just gonna go dry?
Huh?
Do you want to know the question?
What's the question? I was gonna say we have a question for John here.
Okay, we'll get back to that. We're doing round table on one question, on one topic. What is the benefit of camping in a group like this, or camping with a group like
Traveling
this?
with a group like
Traveling
this.
with a group like this. What's the benefit?
You're gonna laugh.
Go ahead.
Potlucks.
It is. For more than one reason,
And it gives you a break in the cooking.
Yeah, for more than one reason. Because one night I'll cook, and the next night somebody else will cook, and the dishes are shared. So not everybody has to do the dishes and waste all their water. So the potlucks are kind of nice.
When everyone can bring their specialties.
Yeah, and everybody has a little specialty. They can all bring their stuff over. It's really good.
I will say, because a lot of our Pauhana Ohana knows about our journey since October and our weight loss. And even with all the potlucks and the eating opportunities, Gary and I are still losing weight. So yes,
not quite as quickly as we were before, but we're still losing the weight. I've got to add to that too that I think just developing the deep friendships that we have with these folks and other folks that we've traveled with on the road has been most important to me. Because now, no matter where we travel, we've developed a lot of friendships, and we'll be able to find somebody along the road and go hook up with.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, and go meet up with. That's a proper term.
Before we get too far from the food thing,
food.
The food subject, one of our watchers wants to know who's the best cook then.
I don't know.
Gary and Justin. Yeah. It's not us.
I make a mean icky, but I can't touch Gary's barbecue.
We are happy to provide the food for all these guys to cook.
Just so you all know, I've got some ham smoking on the smoker right now.
It was Gary. Here's my ham. Make it awesome. Let's see.
So back to the question.
The benefit of traveling
in a group.
Well, the benefit that we found, just last night was when our fridge completely died. I was able to run all my condiments over to them, and they got the cheese.
I got some frozen stuff.
Yep, and we were able to save all of our food between the other 3 refrigerators in the group.
So my question from my viewer, Rod B. John, have you had any other problems with your fifth wheel?
Oh, Rod B, you don't want to know.
Just say yes.
The list just grows.
Just go to their channel and you'll see that.
Did you have something to add?
I have one thing to add. So to the friendship thing, we traveled by ourselves for about a year and a half, almost.
About a year.
And then we started traveling with a group of people. And before it was kind of lonely. We didn't really know what to do because we would go to all these cool places and we would look up on TripAdvisor where to go and what to go see. But then you meet people that have already been there before and they know where to go and see and they know where the good places are and they go with you a lot of the time. Yep. So that's been a huge benefit to us and just being able to go enjoy it with other people.
And make new friends. You can't. Yeah, it's not much fun playing Mexican trains with 2 people.
No.
I think for me it was the social aspect. We lived in the same spot for so many years, and I can say that we truly didn't have a set of friends. We had acquaintances, but we didn't have time to build the friendships. And these guys are my tribe. So some of my tribe.
We're happy to be part of it.
So I think that's the best part. I enjoy being with Justin, but it's just that much better being with everybody else. Having someone else to cook, Gary.
It's finding like-minded friends.
Yes.
It is, and it's just having the other people, knowing that you can count on them, for everything. I mean, like we were just talking earlier when we first got into here. Of course, when we pulled in, it started to rain.
It just barely rained at all. Yeah.
Right after we pulled in, and had we known from the get-go, we certainly wouldn't have parked where we did.
Right.
So we.
I think we have a little bit of video on it, but not much.
Yeah.
She got it.
She got it.
She's over it.
But then.
She's going to say hi to everybody.
But then, knowing that, I wanted to move the trailer, and had I been here by myself, I probably would still be sitting down there in the mud.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
It was pretty rough, and
if you haven't seen the pictures, go check it out.
Yeah.
Of course, with the help.
About this deep.
Yeah. With the help that I received, and the people willing to to give me the motivation to keep going and help me get out of that. You know, I wouldn't have ended up with the perfect view I got now.
Right.
Yeah.
Your back window view is pretty nice. Isn't it?
Well, the back window, the side window, you know, I could sit out underneath the awning, you know. It's a really nice view. I've got a good angle to the sun, you know, so
we wake up to that every morning.
yeah. I mean, it's just
Yeah, it is.
The sun isn't quite on the. Can you pass the mic?
yeah.
The sun isn't quite. There's too many clouds for the sun to make the mountain
glow
behind us.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We have a question about a number of people in our group.
They're all right
We're
here.
all right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 different couples plus a little baby.
And yesterday, our best friends from back home were with us for 3 nights.
3 nights. Jeff and Julie.
Jeff and Julie.
Hey guys.
Great people.
Hope you're here.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they had to get moving and get back to Spokane. So they're probably somewhere near Twin Falls, Idaho tonight.
Yep.
Burr.
Yeah. It's going to be a close one.
As we're sitting here with 60-something at the campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a couple people asking how we all met.
Escapers.
Escapers.
It kind of brought us all together.
So the question was how we all met.
You don't belong to an RV group yet. Join an RV group and go to a convergence. You will meet so many amazing people there.
Whether it's an owner's group or a specific type of group, go to an RV owner's group or whatever kind of group and have fun with it and meet people.
Yes.
Yeah, it's I was a little shocked to see how many RVers are actually pretty introverted, but there are a ton of people that, you know, they definitely enjoy having, you know, the people around for a short period, but you know, there's a good majority of people are introverted. And it's
like all of us.
Yeah, like everyone here. But when you're in a tribe, it just seems to work out. Where you know it's you know you're more of a family than just a light social gathering. So.
Oh, look at the mountains back there now.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go.
What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Stacy said, uh-oh. Pauhana might have died.
Pauhana down.
No, we're still good.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Woo. Oh.
Next question.
Oh, wow. Our friends might be stuck in Twin Falls.
Uh-oh.
It's snowing and cold.
Oh.
I've got Kevin asks, so what would each of you say is one blooper moment starting out RVing?
So what is one blooper moment starting out?
Just one?
Just one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we go around the circle again?
Okay.
We're going to start, Andrew.
Well, mine was fairly recent, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but while we were parked at Escapers Week 1 of our annual bash, we decided when we arrived, we got all set up, and then we decided we wanted to move. So we pulled in all the slides, got everything all loaded up, and put it in drive, and started driving, and heard this weird, loud crunching sound. Stopped immediately because I wasn't moving, and realized my jacks were still down. Luckily, no damage. I noticed it quickly, but it was very alarming. Very alarming.
What if you drive with the jacks down?
Yeah.
It was dinging at me too. That's the dumbest
You
part of it.
heard the noise. You heard the
No
noise.
way.
First
Don't
thing
say
I did,
anything.
I looked around to make sure nobody saw me.
We have had dummy moments. What have we?
Well, we can take it while you think about it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm going to pass it on. I hate to say that.
They're just too perfect.
Hey.
So our first big blooper was actually our first night of RVing, and we pulled into. So we bought our RV, drove it off the lot. It took longer than we thought it would, so it was already dark in Kansas City. So we had to drive all the way back through Kansas City to the other side. We pulled into the RV park that we were going to be staying at just to start testing out the rig and make sure everything was working. And in all of this, we realized that they never showed us how to put the jacks down or get it off the truck. So they showed us how to hook it up, but we didn't know how to get it off the truck.
Oh no.
So we had an awesome neighbor that came by and interrupted his dinner to come help us figure out, who didn't even have a fifth wheel. He had a Class C. He used to have a fifth wheel, and he graciously helped us get it off the truck. And that's when we figured out that our e-brake did not work at all. And with a fifth wheel, you have to reverse it a little bit and put the e-brake on so that it doesn't slide forward just a little bit.
Take
And
the pressure off the jaws.
so about 2.5 hours later, after dark, we finally got it unhitched. And it was super embarrassing because everyone in the park knew exactly what was going on and how new we were.
No questions.
Yep.
I think one of the biggest things that we've done, or not the biggest, but the most embarrassing
Yeah.
is when
Very recently.
very recently we normally we when we leave on a travel day, we'll bring the camera, we'll bring the tripod and everything into the truck. Well, this one day we were in a hurry to get out.
Ago.
Yeah. And so we left the tripod in the truck. Well, as we were going into Big Bend National Park down in Texas, we wanted to we wanted to get a picture. We wanted to get a picture in front of the national park sign. So of course I went into the trailer, grabbed the tripod and brought it out and set it up, did the whole 9 yards. Right. Well, then when we were getting ready to enter the park, we went and jumped in the truck and I started down the road. And I get what it was probably
Not very far.
500 feet down the road, and there's this truck coming the other direction, and I see this guy going like this.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh no! And I look in my side view mirror, and there my arm for my chair or
our
stairs are out,
We were driving.
and the stairs are being drugged down the road sideways.
So, yeah, that wasn't fun.
Luckily, just a little bit more of a tweak. Got the stairs realigned.
I'm still waiting for the day I forget my stairs down.
Yeah.
Have we thought of one yet, Stacey? I mean, we've been very cautious about what we do, and we kind of have a plan of how we do most things. Maybe breaking the truck rear window with a four-wheeler. That's kind of
That's a good blooper.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, yeah, I guess
It was out of our control.
It was out of our control,
It was
though.
in Alaska on the worst road, the tote cut off.
Yeah.
And just the frost heaves, and it was enough for the four-wheeler to roll into our back window and shatter, which is going to be about a $700 fix.
Yeah, yeah.
But I really... our bay doors, sometimes the locking mechanism doesn't always
We
shut.
currently have
And
one
so-
broken and one breaking.
In transit, our bay doors have opened a couple of times. But
Yeah.
other than that, we've been, knock on wood,
There's some right there. Knock, 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 knock.
knock, knock. We
So-
haven't had very many issues.
Sorry, guys, we lost our feed.
Oh no.
Okay, does anybody else have any questions on their feeds?
Ask Gary about steel wool.
Hey, who's asking about that? Tracy. But that wasn't necessarily RV related. We're RVing. Yeah, spinning steel wool for a photo opportunity is a lot of fun.
Just don't do it above your head.
Just, spin it out in front of you. Don't try to bring it over your head and then bring it back down because you'll smack yourself in the head.
Don't get creative.
There is video evidence. I'm not sure if Stacy's shared that anywhere yet.
Oh, it's everywhere. It's
Yeah, okay,
Instagram,
yeah, it is, yeah.
Twitter, Facebook.
So, yeah, there's video evidence of me playing with steel wool and smacking myself in the head right after my wife says, be careful.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Yep.
Be careful. Ooh, ooh, smack. So, it was a good one.
I don't know how long that goes. But
Okay.
is it dead now?
Let's see. Checking for questions. Yes, Rod, the sunset and scenery is beautiful. We're going to try to take advantage of the
amazing.
Sedona area now that it's dried out a little bit.
Yep.
It's been pretty rainy the last few days, so today's the first full day of no rain.
Yeah, but our biggest goal right now is to get solar on John's roof.
I'm thinking tomorrow we'll probably start tackling that project.
Start the pre-wire. We have everything except the panels right now. The panels will come in another 4 or 5 days. It takes a while to get those things shipped. But we can get everything else in place. And then when the panels show up, throw them on the roof, and good to go. And I'm sure it'll go exactly that easy, and there'll be no hiccups. Nothing will go wrong.
Hey, John, I think so long as you're not here, it'll go just fine.
I'll just go up there on the mountain.
Everyone's going to be grabbing their fire extinguishers and bringing them over and having them ready just in case, because this guy will be involved.
So opting out of Normal's live went down, so their audience, if they want to come check out the rest of the video here at Pauhana, Hebard's Travels, or Pullen on the Road.
Yep.
Ooh!
Well, I don't know how we'll tell them about that. If they don't have a live test.
Well, this stays up in YouTube land.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
So, well, I think microphone down.
I think we need to buy a new microphone for the laptop too.
Yeah, we need to. If anybody knows a external microphone that will work with the MacBook Pro, we have a Rode external mic, and it does not work. So hence why the lapel.
It's on my phone right now, and it's working fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm glad we could help you out.
The Rode mics are working on the cell phones just fine, but not the laptops. Yeah. Rode. But we got the better camera.
You guys have the best video quality right now. So
Yeah.
Here, we'll show you guys what our view looks like right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll load that onto Instagram later and share that around. So
There you go.
Right. Oh my God! Look at the colors over here.
Oh man.
We're starting to get a good sunset here, guys.
What's another question?
Any other questions, or anybody else want to offer a question to the group?
None on our side.
Okay.
I just want to thank everybody that joined us on all of our channels today for this live group chat. Gary and I are going to be doing lives every Friday evening, so
As much as we can with internet connections and such, you know.
Yep.
So we do ask, if you enjoyed this content tonight, please subscribe to all of our channels, especially opting out of Normal and Pulling on the Road. They're both small channels, just
They're making a good effort. They're making a good growth.
yeah. So give them some love,
They need the subs.
and of course Hebard's Travels. You know, it's been so great getting to know you guys over the past month, and to finally like have some quality good time with all of you.
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
So
We had a few rumors or myths or whatever to dispel, and actually meeting you have.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
what?
No.
Was it the Hebard's luck?
Yes, the Hebard's luck. It just something like that. Yeah.
So to dispel it, it would be that it is absolutely true. Terrible things do happen to us on a semi-regular or more than semi-regular basis.
But
It's
also,
entertainment.
really great things happen afterwards.
I was
Right.
kidding there. It always turns out better in the end, every single time.
Yes.
So no matter how bad something has been, you know, our rig had to spend 2.5 months at the factory all summer long getting fixed. Oh, but you know what? We got found by Eric Odom, who's making the movie, because you know, he found a video about our rig getting fixed.
Yeah.
Good
So,
job, Harper.
It always turns out better.
Good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Real quick, just Ray. I don't know how to say your last name. He just wants to know what type of braking system. I didn't want to ignore you. We use the Air Force One.
So the Air Force One braking system. It's powered by the air from the coach that
Hi, John.
helps brake the vehicle or brake the truck. Oh,
Thank you, Harper.
That's helpful. Oh, Harper's putting the firewood on. Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Put it in there, though.
She's been great entertainment for us all here. She's a great little girl.
Well, it's finally not raining and not a swamp out here, so she's able to get outside now.
And I think all of our dogs are a little happier too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they were.
We were carrying the dogs outside, set them down, pee, pick them back up, put them back inside.
So these guys had it solid. The rest of us were carrying our dogs around in the mud, trying to desperately keep it cleaner. Than
And we now know that we need doggy boots.
Yeah. Yes. Booties for dogs are nice.
We
All right.
some.
Well,
I think we should wrap it up.
Wrap it up. I'm gonna have Gary follow me with the laptops and just get a last sunset picture. I think maybe we all should do that. Share the sunset. So
Let's all take our.
this is gonna get creative.
We're sorry if we did not get to all of your questions.
So that now we're turning into a mobile live unit.
Hold on. we gotta go
We will
together.
try to answer
I
any
get it.
questions after the fact.
Yes.
Very sorry about that.
If you do have any more questions, we will answer those.
Mike.
Here, let me go down.
Bye, Kevin.
I can't go down.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we're gonna go take a look at the sunset, and we're probably gonna lose our connection because we have Sophie. Yeah, we haven't caught up yet.
We won't go very much farther.
I need...
There we go.
Oh, let's let go.
Microphone. All right, guys.
Here.
Are we still?
We're still messy.
Let's get back up a little.
I think we're too far away.
We're not that far.
Okay, just stop here. I don't. Is it live stream health is questionable?
Okay, let's get closer to the
We're
rig.
just right there.
I know, we're trying.
This is where we were.
Is it moving?
Nope, still not moving.
But it says we're still live because it has 50 minutes. Can I have the mic clear? All right, guys. Well, we don't know if this is working or not, but if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to all our channels if you haven't already. And until next time. Subscribe to all our channels. Pauhana. And until next time.
Something's not.
Hold on.
Yeah, it is. The camera on my phone did not do it justice.